Oh, hey there. You'll never guess what we're doing today. We are getting ready for Christmas. When we moved, I got rid of almost all of my Christmas stuff. I only kept like the bare necessities and like the sentimental things because we just did not have the room to take it with us. So I'm kind of starting over with my Christmas decorations, which is kind of sad, but also I'm really excited about it because that means I get to figure out how I want to redecorate everything. So today I am going to show you how I'm going to take a cheap wreath that I bought at Hobby Lobby for 50% off, and I'm going to bedazzle it and make it look fabulous.
Here's what I'm going to be using for today's DIY. I bought this wreath at Hobby Lobby for $7, I believe. It was half off. And then I also got this crystal beaded garland also for 50% off, so it ended up being like $3.50. This ribbon was also half off at Hobby Lobby, so it came out to be $5. And the glue sticks were not half off, but they were only $3. Then I got this little sprig from Walmart for $5. And then I got this glitter spray paint, which is, I believe, one of the most expensive things I got for this project, which was, I think, $8 if I remember right. If you get a smaller can, it's obviously going to be a lot less.
The first thing you're gonna want to do is fluff your wreath. This one isn't necessarily flat, but it's not as fluffy as I'd like it to be. I think things kind of get smushed when they're in the store because they just kind of stack everything on top of each other. Whoa. Now it's at its full potential. So I've been debating about when I want to use the spray glitter. I'm kind of thinking that the best move is to do it first because I don't know if I really want it on top of all of the stuff that I'm putting in this wreath. I think I just want like the green branches. Is that branches? Yeah, I think I just want the wreath itself to be super sparkly. So let's try to do that next and see how this turns out. Just wanted to give you a little close-up of how the glitter spray paint looks on it. I like it because it's just a little shimmer. It's not like a hardcore chunky glitter. So it's subtle, but I think it added a nice textured look to the wreath. I might go back in with the spray paint later and add more glitter. We'll see how it turns out in the end. I might decide that it needs more. So we're just gonna roll with that. Next, I need to decide what's gonna be the top of my wreath and the bottom of my wreath because my big plan is to have a giant bow at the bottom, and I want to cut this up and then just stick them throughout the wreath. So I'm gonna try to see if I can just cut it with my scissors. I might need a pair of wire cutters, which I don't have. So hopefully, actually, I might be able to just break this off. Maybe. Some parts of it, maybe. Yes. Okay. So this was, I like this because it had some flocked pieces in it. I originally wanted to flock this wreath, but then I saw how much flocking cost, and it's one thing if I was planning on flocking a bunch of stuff because the only thing that I could find was like a big thing of it, and I don't need that much, and I'm not really trying to spend like $20 just to flock it. So that's kind of why I went the glitter route. So for starters, I'm just gonna try sticking these in the wreath until I'm happy with how it looks, and then I'll hot glue them in. So I think I want this right here to be the bottom. So I'm gonna try to focus everything around this section and then leave some space here. Pretty much have it how I want it now. I pulled off literally all the cute stuff off of that little sprig, and I kind of just played with it until it looked just right. So now I'm gonna hot glue this all down. I had a sad realization that I bought the wrong size of glue stick, of hot glue sticks. So I've been using a potato peeler to whittle my glue sticks down so they're small enough so I can hot glue this. My outlet is like kind of far behind, so bear with me. This is gonna be a struggle, trying to make this glue stick work. So I kind of have to, I'm only gonna try to use one glue stick this whole thing because I don't want to whittle another freaking glue stick. I just really did not want to have to go back out to the store to buy glue sticks when I was proactive and made sure I bought some while I was there, and they're the freaking wrong size. And now maybe this whittled glue stick isn't working at all. I'm gonna whittle it some more. This is a DIY video to the max. We have hot glue. We have hot glue. Where's my pine cone? Hot glue. Hot glue. Onto the pine cone. Onto the pine cone. Yeah! And then where did this pine cone go? Right here. Here's how she's looking so far. Isn't that fun? I think it's fun. So I have to remember where the bottom is. This is where I'm gonna have my bow. Right here. So the next thing, I got this. I think it's meant to go on like trees. But the moment I saw this, I was like, I need it. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm going to just like cut little pieces of this and kind of make it look like it's like wrapped around the wreath, but I'm not actually gonna wrap it around the wreath because I think that'll just look too bulky. I don't know, I'm just gonna play with it until I like the way it looks. I think that's just the best way to go when you're decorating things with branches, like if it's a tree, if it's a wreath. Hang on. Andrew just called me and I got messing with this while we were talking, and I realized if I cut it up, it's gonna like separate it weird, the little garland stuff. So I kind of was just like just weaving it around to see how it would look. And I actually really like the way it looks just wrapped around without being cut up. Give you guys a close up here, because then it just looks like little crystals throughout the wreath. Isn't that fun? I'm pumped about it. I think it looks cute. It'll look better with the bow. Next, I'm going to make a big bow using this ribbon. It is it has like a fringe on the sides, and it's gold and sparkly, so it goes with our theme perfectly. To make my bow, I'm going to cut, can you guys see this okay? I'm going to cut one longer piece of ribbon. Clearly I need new fabric scissors because these are struggling. Okay, so we have one longer piece of ribbon, and then I'm gonna do a second one that's just a little bit shorter. And then a third piece that is gonna be our shortest piece, because this is gonna go around our middle of the bow. Like that. I'm gonna cut one more really long piece, I think. Because I want it to have like a little tail ends. Perfect. I'm just gonna tie this, because this is gonna go in the back anyway, and no one is ever gonna know. I'm gonna do the same thing this second loop, like so. And then like that. Then we fluff our bow. This is the wire ribbon, which I have a love-hate relationship with, but when it comes to making bows, it's kind of the best. I didn't even realize this was wire ribbon until I took it off of that little spool. And then for the ends, just gonna kind of. But there we go, that worked out. A no glue Christmas bow. So as I said earlier, the bow is gonna go right here, like so. And I think I'm just going to use, I have some, this isn't really twine, this is just string that I've had forever, like literally forever. So I'm just gonna cut a piece off of this and use it to tie my bow onto this wreath. If I was smart, I would have already wove this through before I tied the middle part of the bow, but it's okay. I'm learning as I'm going, in case anyone hasn't picked that up yet. Okay, so I think I want it about here. So I'm just tying it around the wire framing of the wreath, and then I'll adjust it once it's tied. Gotta squish some branches down to fit this guy. What do we think, guys? Ta-da! The bow. That's what I'm focusing on. I'll show you a big thing of the wreath in a second. I almost just knocked over my Mod Podge. It's a little crooked, huh? Better? Okay. So I'm going to cut the ends of this ribbon off so it's cuter, because right now it's just straight across. I highly recommend getting a pair of sharp fabric scissors if you're going to be cutting ribbon, because it's very, very hard with dull scissors. I'm using fabric scissors, but these are probably 6 years old and they've never been sharpened, so they've definitely seen better days. Here is what the final wreath looks like. I am so happy with how this turned out. This wreath was literally like $7, but it does not look like that anymore. The bow could use a little bit of adjusting here, but let's do a close-up, shall we? I'm extremely proud of the bow that I did with using no glue. I'm just gonna rotate it for you guys so you can see it. And then I kind of just tucked the gems around it. Oh, now we're upside down. But that way it kind of sparkles and it looks kind of woven through it. Huh? What do we think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And if you are into DIYs and end up making your own wreath for Christmas, let me know, because that'd be really cool if someone else did this too. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time, okay? Okay, bye.